Okay, good morning, students. Is it audible? Hello, check.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, sorry. I was a bit late, I feel. Okay. Um, okay, yesterday we were discussing about different types of questions. So was it clear? Any ambiguity? Any confusions with regard to leading and loading questions, double barreled, and decide on the layout of the questions? Then we discussed about implicit assumptions yesterday. It was very much clear, I feel. Any questions in this? Just let me know, students. All fine? Shall we move to the next part? Split ballot technique.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay, fine. Okay. I heard from Fayez sir that you got part of a research in ED subject as well. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. Just for my understanding, do you have questionnaire into it, or what is it? Sir has it to syllabus. Any idea? Has he briefed you about something? No. Yes. It's basically with regard to the how to start a business, or it is basically totally into a research. What is it? Has he started it? Why sir has started it? No. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay. Just to yesterday we had a discussion. I was just asking this. Okay. No issues. Okay, fine. No issue, students. Maybe sir has not yet covered it, I feel. Okay, could be with regard to the business part, what is there in ED syllabus. Okay, no issues. Okay. Now, today let's understand the important part. Okay, uh, something called as split ballot technique. Okay, this again, once the lockdown gets over, again we'll be doing an experiment on this with regard to the split ballot technique. I'll ask you to do a survey. Okay. Now, how it happens? Okay. Now, split ballot technique. When we say students, a question is split into two halves. We call it as splitting the question into two halves. We call it as split ballot technique. Okay. Now, different sequencing of the question is administered in each half. Okay. Now, if I say this, okay, before I do this, okay, I just want to know from your end. Okay. Forget about this example. Okay, just to fairly answer this question, how many of you at home use Ayurveda soap? Just I want to know from your end, how many of you use Ayurvedic soap at your home? It could be Medimix, it could be Baba Ramdev's, okay, or else it could be your Chandrika, whatever it is, or else any Ayurveda soap. How many of you use it? Just honestly say yes or no. That's fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, only one person. Okay. None of you are fan following of this so-called Baba Ramdev? None of you? Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Okay, fine. Two. Okay. Now I'll just go on elaborating this question, students. Okay. Now, my first question was, how many of you use Ayurvedic soap? Okay. Now my next question is, why do you use this Ayurvedic soap? Can you please answer very honestly? Give me any reason, doesn't matter, students. Why do you use this Ayurvedic soap? I'm putting it very open-ended. I'm not putting it into the closed-ended. Just give me any reason. Doesn't matter.
Sure, people use Ayurvedic
For
soap
acne
because
problem.
no side effects.
You are using Ayurveda because there are no side effects. Okay, Nikhil, fine. Good answer. Okay. Others? Any views?
Less chemical content and more herbal content.
More of herbal and less chemical content. Okay. Then others? Any views? Any someone who had a skin problem or something, so you started using this? Anyone? in between you started using, I did this during my plus two, okay. I had got a skin problem, so I started using it. I have done this, to be very honest. Anyone as such? Okay, let me change the question. Let's move to the one more example, okay. How many of you use Ayurvedic toothpaste? Okay, let's forget about Ayurvedic. How many of you use Sensodyne toothpaste? Sensodyne toothpaste. Be honestly answer the students. No experiment. I'm not recording this. I'm just trying to know from you. Just honestly go ahead. How many of you use Sensodyne toothpaste? Anyone? Okay. How many of you use what we say malt drink? Say for example, Boost, Horlicks, Woman Horlicks, blah blah blah. Anyone? How many of you use at home? You really consume it? None of you?
No, sir.
Okay. No. Okay. Fine. Fine. I'll come to the next thing. Okay. No worries. How many of you use energy drink? Any energy drink you use at home? Any energy drink? Okay. Fine. No issues. How many of you use Zomato services?
Yes, sir.
Okay. One.
Yes.
Okay. Then two. Okay. Fine. Okay, Kirti and Prachi, you said, just go on answering very honestly. This is a kind of a survey research what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not giving this data to Zomato just for my understanding to make you subject very simple. So I'm doing this. Why you started using Zomato, both of you? Give me one reason, good reason, doesn't matter. Okay. What made you get into this Zomato?
So it's easily deliverable to our house. We need not go out to get it.
You need not go. So mainly the service is good, so it's easily available at your doorstep. Okay, good. Kirti, what made you say that you use Zomato? Okay, okay, fine, no issues.
Due to
How,
pandemic situation, we didn't go for hotel, so
so you started using Zomato services. Okay, due to the safety part you're talking about. Yeah, right. Okay, great. Students, just remember this example. I'll be asking more and more questions on this. Okay, so let's understand this again. Okay. How many of you use mobile applications like, say, for example, PhonePe, Paytm, Amazon Payment, or whatever it is, to pay your electricity bills? How many of you do this?
yes, sir. Me, sir.
Okay, one. Then
Yes.
others? Anyone?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Shreya
Yes, sir.
says yes. Okay, Nikhil says yes.
Yes, sir.
Nikhil, yeah, Vaishnavi. Shreya, Nikhil, Vaishnavi, and Kirti. Okay, you said yes. One by one, what made you do this? Why you got into this?
Sir, it consumes time.
It consumes less time. Okay, great. It's convenient, easy. Shreya says easy.
Convenient,
Okay,
yes.
convenient.
Convenient.
Okay, Vaishnavi
Easy
says
payment
convenient.
option.
Is the payment option? Okay, fine. Anish, you have got to answer something? No. Let's unmute. Okay, fine.
Sir, cashback.
Now, yeah, Purnima,
Sir,
cashback.
cashback.
Okay, great. Cashback. That's a nice thing what you said. Okay, good. Now, when I ask this question, please understand the way I was asking the question. First, I asked, how many of you use Ayurvedic soap? Was my first question. Now, my second question was, what is the purpose of you using this Ayurvedic soap? Okay, then I asked you, how many of you use Zomato? Was my first question. My second question was, why you use this Zomato services? My third question was, how many of you use online payment mode for electricity payment? Okay, one. Why you use it? So please understand, I had two questions in my mind, but I had to split this question into two halves. Okay, I had to split the question into two halves. First is, I want to know how many of the respondents actually use the product. One. The second is why they use the product. Is a big question mark for me. Okay. In my childhood, my family would always use Lux soap. I was born and brought up with this Lux soap, I think. Okay. My dad, since ages when it was 28 paise, he started using Lux soap. Okay, 1 rupee or whatever it is. He keeps on telling this. When I started growing up, many people used to ask, what is Lux soap? My family uses, so I'm using it. That was the reason for me. Okay, I don't know why they are using at home. So this is something why I'm giving this example, students. When I asked you Zomato, you said service is good. Right. One is I got to know that partial KP use Zomato services. But today I got to know why they are using it. I got to know Nikhil, Vaishnavi, Purnima, and sorry, I might have missed some names, don't worry. Okay. Are using Amazon payment or as PhonePe or as Paytm. The reason is it is convenient. And Purnima says you get cashback. That's really nice part for what we are discussing. So please understand, I as a researcher, okay, if I'm getting into research, I want the first thing I want to know how many of them are using my product. One. Second is why they are using my product. I get to know. So that is where we call it as split ballot is happening. The entire question I'm dividing into two halves. I am doing a split ballot technique on my respondents. That is where we call it as split ballot technique. In my example, I've given here. Why do you use Ayurvedic soap? So one respondent say Ayurvedic soap is better for the skin care. Other may say because the dermatologist has recommended me, and the third may say it is a soap used by my entire family for several years. The first respondent answered for using it doesn't. The second respondent answers for how started using it, and the third respondent the family tradition for using it. As can be seen, different reference frames are used. So please understand the frame. So in the first class, we discussed the frame from where, the source from where we derive the data. So here we get to know the frame over here. We'll get to know the reason in this split ballot technique. Okay. The question may be balanced and replaced. Okay. So here, why do you use, when I said anyone uses Sensodyne toothpaste, none of you said yes. So I got to know that none of you use Sensodyne toothpaste. One, could be you might have not answered, you might be using, but you hesitated to answer it. Could be the other reason, whatever it is. So please understand, the first part itself, I got to know that none of the customers are using my product. So there is no point asking the second question, why you started using Sensodyne toothpaste. Making sense, students? Okay. So this is what we call it as split ballot technique. Okay. Any doubts, any questions in this, please let me know, students. A very, very important part, students. Okay, when you do a research, this is very, very important. What is split ballot technique? Many students cannot answer this because of the concept is not clear for them. Okay, so any questions, any ambiguity in this, please let me know before I move to the next part. Or as you want to plug in some example, you still, if you're still confused in this, please let me. We'll work on that. So I was asking you, do you have this part of the subject in ED? You said yes. Okay. But I wanted to know, is the split ballot technique is a part of your syllabus or not? That's what I wanted to know, because when you do a business, when you start an enterprise, okay, such questions are going to bother you a lot. So I asked this question, nothing else. Okay. Yesterday, me and Paisar were discussing about the same thing. So I just was keen to know about it. Fine, students, is the concept and the example clear? Any ambiguity, please let me know. We'll work out. Hello? Any questions? No questions? Shall we move to the next part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the next is decide on the layout. Some guidelines for sequencing the questionnaire are as follows. Divide the question into 3 types. Okay, whenever you do a questionnaire, okay, maybe this I'll be asking you to do a, I'll be asking you to design a questionnaire, students, later. Okay, I want you people to design a questionnaire taking each and every topic of your choice, and you'll be designing the questionnaires later. Okay, as of now, no, because once I finish this, then I'll be asking you to design a questionnaire. Trust me on this, 90% of you are going to make mistakes. Don't worry, that is a learning part for you. Okay, once you do that, then again the corrections when it happens, then it'll be very much clear what you're supposed to do. So whenever you decide on the layout of the question, please understand, okay, the first thing you got to correct is the basic information. You got to collect the basic information first. Then you got to get into the classification, then identification information. Okay, how it works, let's understand with the help of example. Okay. Now, say for example, if I'm doing a survey or as a research on people watching television, which TV show do you watch? Is my first question. Okay, there are people who watch television, so I'm going to them, I'm asking them, which TV show do you watch? So this is a very basic information that I'm asking them, what is that TV show you watch? Is my first question, which is a very basic information. Now I'm classifying this information. When I say classifying, among this, okay, I'm giving the options over there: sports, news, music, and cartoon. Out of these four, which channel you watch? So is it sports you like, or as news, music, or as cartoon? Out of four, which is that you look at? Then which show did you watch last week? So please understand, students, I am getting into the identification information. Means the first question is, I ask the person, which TV show do you watch? Is it sports or news? And the second is, among the following, which are the more interested for you? Is it sports, news, music, or cartoon? So I'm trying to know the classification of the customer, means his interest towards the channel. If he says, I love watching sports, okay, then which show did you watch last week? Is it World Cup cricket, Tom and Jerry show, or is MTV Unplugged? So I'm elaborating my question. Means I am getting into the identification information. Okay, I am getting into the identification information. Again, I repeat. Okay, basically the first part the researcher should ask is the basic information. The second is he should get into the classification. And the third is he should get into the identification information. Let's plug in some more examples. Then it will be very clear how it works. I'll be randomly asking few questions. Anyone can answer this. Okay. Which hotel do you wish to visit? Randomly answer. It doesn't matter. It's an open question for everyone. Which hotel do you wish to visit? Which food center you wish to visit? Is it a hotel or food chart center, whatever it is? Hello?
The McD.
McD, okay. Others? Anyone? Okay, fine. Prachi, I'll continue with you. Okay. Now in McD, okay, you wish to visit McD. Okay. Now in McD, okay, what is that you like? Is it the food or is it service?
The food.
Food. In food, specifically what you like?
The burger and fries.
Okay. Okay, great. So please understand how it worked. The first question for Prachi was, which food center you visit? Which food center you like? She said McD. I asked her, you go to McD, what's the purpose? Is it because of the service or the food? She says it's food. Okay, great. Then, in the third question, I asked her, in McD, what do you like? She says burger and French fries. So this is something. First thing I got to know that what Prachi likes. So it's McD. Okay. In that she loves to visit McD because the food quality is really, really good. Okay, I got to know the classification part. Then I got into the identification. Okay, in McD, though the food quality is good, among all the food, she might have tasted various types of dishes, but in that she likes burger and French fries. So this is something I'm getting into the identification information of Prachi. Is that making sense, students? Whenever you design a questionnaire, please understand you should start from the basic question, then you should end up with the identification information. Okay, now to put it to your college as an example, please, humble request, do not write it in the paper just to make you understand this, okay? Just I'm putting it. If this question was asked last year, then that would be a right question, okay? Now, at present, you're doing MBA, okay? Maybe many times I might have asked this question, why MBA, blah, blah, blah things. So I'll not be asking the same question, okay? Can anyone answer this question? Okay, you have already opted the question of college, whatever college you have opted now. Please understand. Let's frame this question in a very, very simple form. Okay. Now you are doing MBA, which my basic information is very much clear. Okay. I want to do a classification in this. Okay. Can anyone answer this question? What is the specialization you want to take? What is the specialization you want to opt? Any one person. You can change your specialization later. Just for study, a survey, I'm doing this, okay, just to make you understand. The basic information is you got into MBA. Before getting into MBA, I would ask you a question, either it's MCA or MBA, okay. You already got into the, which is the basic question, MBA. In that, what is the specialization you're looking for? Anyone? Can anyone answer this? Hello?
Marketing.
Okay,
Finance.
you said marketing. Okay, someone said marketing, someone said finance. Okay, now finance, was it Rohini who said finance and Purnima said
Yes, sir.
marketing? Okay, now let's
Yes, sir.
elaborate this. So the classification is done of Purnima and Rohini. Purnima says marketing, whereas Rohini says finance. I'm getting into the identification. Okay, in marketing, what is that you like? You like to study about the consumer, you like to do a research, you like about retailing, you like about services, you like about digital marketing, advertising, what is it?
So advertising.
And for advertising, Purnima says advertising. Now Rohini, in finance, you like about stock market, you like about taxation, you like about US taxation, auditing, cost accounting, what is it?
Auditing.
Auditing. So please understand the basic information is Purnima and Rohini are doing MBA, which is a very basic information I have. Now classification is I am asking the respondent what is that you like. So Purnima says, Rohini says finance, whereas Purnima says marketing. Now I'm getting into the identification information. I'm asking Purnima in marketing what do you like. She says advertising. Whereas Rohini says it's auditing what she likes. So please understand, I got to know the basic information, I did a classification, and I did an identification information of these people. Is this clear, students? The concept and the example. Any ambiguity, please let me know. Clear? The example, is it clear? The concept, is it clear? Any questions? Fine.
So I have an example.
Okay. Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead. Do that.
Basic information question is which brand milk product do you prefer? Answer is Nandini or Amul. And after that I will ask to which products do you purchase? The answer is ice cream, milk, lassi. And after that I will ask in this week what you have purchased.
Yes. Yes.
Respondent answered is ice cream.
Yes. Yes, of course. Yes, it goes out well, really well. Others, any views? Any examples, please? You want to say some examples? You can go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Nikhil.
Which cloth brand do you, sir? This is a basic information. So
sorry, Nikhil, I didn't
answer. Which cloth brand do you like, sir?
Okay. Okay.
So basic information, sir. Someone answer Calvin Klein. So what purpose you like Calvin Klein? So answer is because of quality, sir. This is a specification.
Okay. Hmm.
Do you like shirts, jackets, belts? This is identification.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Perfect. Yeah. This is how it works. Okay. Great. Very good. Others, any views? Can someone give an example about the bikes? Anyone? Anyone can do that? Or about the cell phones, bikes? Can anyone do that? At least you can give a try. Others? It could be any example, students. Can you just try doing this? Start from the basic information, then you can get into the identification. Just give a
So
try.
my
Yeah,
basic
Purnima, go
question
ahead.
would be which cell phone brand would you choose? A
Which
person
cell
will
phone brand?
say
Okay.
he would go for Redmi and Vivo.
Redmi, Vivo.
Redmi,
Okay.
Vivo. Then I ask him which series of the particular brand you want to choose.
Okay. Okay. You're looking basically getting into the variants of it. Yeah, great. Good example. Yeah.
Vivo Y15, Y17 or the new launch, which one would he choose? He will say the new
Hmm.
launch, which is the form of Vivo, he will go for that. So
Hmm.
by that I understand he is interested in the latest model of Vivo and not
Yes.
anything else.
Great. Great. Good. Good. Very good. Others, anyone, any examples, please? Okay, fine. If there are examples, let me know, or else fine, we'll move to the next part. Is it clear to us? You followed that? Then the next part the researcher has to do when he's preparing a questionnaire, he should do pre-test. Okay, means whenever a question is designed, maybe this month end when I'll be asking you to do a questionnaire, okay, you are supposed before sending it to me you are supposed to do a pre-test when I say testing all the questionnaire, is it right or wrong, okay, grammatical errors, blah 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 things. Pre-testing of the questionnaire is done to detect any pause that might be present, any mistakes if you have made, the researcher has to correct it then and there, okay, then revise and prepare the final question. Okay, so this is how the questionnaire will be designed. These are the various steps to design a questionnaire. There are many what we say slides available on internet. Okay, and the explanation are many things. Few people have not discussed in detail about the what we say double barrel question and split ballot. Those things they are not discussed. To be very honest, I have taken this data from my guru who taught me research, S.N. Murthy sir and Bojana. So complete data I've taken from their textbook, and a few things are taken from Donald Cooper. Okay, so I find this as one of the standard steps what they have said. Okay, you can refer Kotari if you wish to. You can refer other textbooks, but the concept remains same. But the explanation was very simple and easy for the students to understand. So I picked this. Okay. Why I'm stressing more on this, students? Why I went very slow in this part? Because this is very important. Okay, questionnaire, you'll be designing it in your project work, and those who opt marketing as one of your specialization in the dual specialization, this is very important, students. When you come to market research as a subject, you will be getting into the detailed study of it, a complete study of it. When you opt marketing as one of your specialization, that doesn't mean HR and finance students will not be studying about it. This is going to bother you only during your project work. That's it. But as an MBAs, you got to be very much aware about how the questionnaire is designed, okay, and how are the techniques used. What are the different techniques used? Why should I start with the basic information? When should I use a split ballot? When should I use a leading question? When should I use a loading questions? When should I use an implicit assumptions? So all those things, double barrel questions, okay, uh, dichotomous questions. So all those things you got to be very much aware of. Wordings in the questions, okay. So those things when you are aware of, your designing a questionnaire would be very easy. Now this is how you know I've taught you, you understood, which is fine. It's like you're reading a book and trying to swim, which is wrong. When you practically sit and do some questionnaire, which I'll be giving some assignments for you, okay, God grace, if the lockdown gets over, then I'll be asking you to do a questionnaire, design a questionnaire, get into the field and do a survey and come back. But as of now, just I'm asking you to do a questionnaire. Not now, I'm telling you when to do this. But in coming future, you'll be getting to know how to design a questionnaire. Okay, that will work out for us, no worries. Okay, now go through the steps. Out of these 7 steps, any questions, any ambiguity, students, please let me know then and there. Again, I repeat, doesn't matter wherever you're not understood any point, please let me know, because this is very, very, very important for your project work. Okay, very important for your project work. And those who are opting marketing as one of your specialization, again, you'll be studying this in detail in marketing research in the coming future in 3rd semester. Okay, so again, I repeat, determine steps. There are 7 steps. Determine what information is needed, then what type of questionnaire to be used, decide on the type of the question, decide on the wording of the questions, then decide on the layout, pre-test, and revise and prepare the final questionnaire. So these are the various steps involved in process of questionnaire designing. Okay, and humble request, don't call it as questionnaire. Many people pronounce it wrong. Questionnaire. This is questionnaire. That's it. Questionnaire. That's it. Okay, questionnaire designing. Okay. Fine, students. Any ambiguity? Any questions? Something bothering in this 7 points? Please let me know then and there. Those who are present, those who are absent, you can give me a call. We can discuss on that. Okay. Those who are present and still, if there is a confusion, just let me know. Fine. Hello. Okay. No questions.